Nod or shake reviews. Willie nod or Willie shake. Yeah!
Hello, Johnny here with Jim Bobby. Welcome to another thing of Nod or Shake reviews. Nod if it's good, shake if it's not so good. Either way, you should check it out because you might find your new favorite movie. Alrighty, on to the review.
Imaginary. Nope. Big fat nope.
I don't think I've ever done this. Maybe once or twice I have. I want to issue out an apology to Madam Webb. In my review, I said it's like the most incompetent example of filmmaking. And compared to this movie, that movie is a masterclass of filmmaking.
I'll tell you what, right now, it's very ironic.
Shit.
Super ironic, the title of this film, because the one thing that this film was lacking was imagination. This movie stole everything about it. Everything about it. Whether it was plot, whether it was story arc, whether it was like character arc, like, you know, just like little tidbits, like things from Pennywise the Clown. But the worst, the biggest thievery was this movie was Coraline.
Yeah.
Direct rip-off of Coraline.
Hardcore.
Right down to extol the aesthetic of the black eyes, but rather than buttons for eyes, they were like spider eyes, like they replaced...
Which she turns into a spider at the end.
Yeah, and she turns into a spider at the end. And Coraline also uses a blue door to access the imaginary land.
So does this one.
And like, it's just a ripoff.
Yeah, it's pretty... I don't know why it took me... It
did not take me long at all. The moment I saw the tiny blue door and I made the Beetlejuice joke, in my head, I was like, wait a minute, Coraline? And then I saw the black eyes, I was like, Coraline!
Yeah. It's pretty bad. It was so bad. A lot of exposition, which exposition's fine in small doses, but just everything
over-explained everything. Like you were it was so stupid that, but like the problem is, even without the thievery, right?
Yeah.
I could get away from that if they had fun with it, but this film took themselves so serious. Rather than just making you're making a film about imaginary people that are evil. So have fun with it.
So it's Blumhouse. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Blumhouse did Megan too. So I don't know what it is with my head. Like anytime I see like a movie, like an idea that's like, oh, that is kind of goofy, they're gonna really go so bizarre that it's gonna be like, They know to poke themselves. They know to laugh at themselves. I feel like Megan did that, and I thought this movie was going to do that, and I thought that movie Night Swim was going to do that, because they're ridiculous concepts. Night Swim I don't think is Blumhouse. But, it's one of those things that's like, this is such a ridiculous concept that...
You just have to throw... Yeah, you have to go all out.
Or just make some kind of... Just like, I would have appreciated, like, if something really... crazy happened and somebody was like, what the fuck was that? But none of that happened.
I would have liked to have had like a character that was like the grounded in reality at all times character that no matter what happens, this guy's like, what the fuck? You know, like they didn't have any of that. It was all like serious, like you said, I can't say the word. Exposition. And it was so serious. And then you're like sitting there like this movie is it's like trying to go all in with the seriousness and that this is an actual thing and it's going to be dramatic and horrifying.
Yeah.
And then it's also a ripoff
of Coraline.
So rather than, understanding you're ripping everything off, not just paying homage, but blatantly ripping off, rather than just having a good time and making like a Weekend at Bernie's freaking horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I wanted. That's what I want. A Weekend at Bernie's. Like, when you're doing a ridiculous thing like this, It's got to be Weekend at Bernie's with horror.
It was,
Period.
It was just, the acting was bad. The
No.
writing was bad, everything. There's this one character, she's an older lady, and it was like, she's off. I don't think she's human. And it's like, it turns out she's just a
very
bad
human.
actor.
She's just a very bad actress. And like these movies, these horror movies are all getting, again, minus the thievery, they're also just repetitive in nature. There's
Yeah.
always an old lady, the poltergeist lady that comes in
Yeah.
and is a
This
know-it-all.
house is clean.
And it's just like, enough. Come up with original material.
Yeah, it was...
Like Coraline did. Coraline is a horror movie, dude. I can't watch that film and not feel horror.
And it's a kid's movie.
This is a kid's book?
It was...
You know, it's great. I mean, it's Neil Gaiman, so obviously it's gonna, whatever. It's gonna have that, but like, how is it that we cannot get past this shit
Yeah.
and have some originality while you're using your imagination?
If I didn't see almost every movie that came out in theaters, I would not watch a Blumhouse movie ever again after this.
This was a blatant
It was so...
highway robbery.
I think I feel like I'm saying this a little too much now, but it's probably like the worst movie I've seen ever.
It's bad. But what really makes it even above, like, I was just gonna shake it and be like, listen, the acting was awful, and the fact that they took themselves way too serious. But the moment I saw it, and I was like, this is a blatant ripoff, and that they're trying to pass off as original.
Yeah.
That's when it's beyond just a shake.
Yeah.
It's do not support this, because this is theft. This is theft.
Yeah, I would not, I'm not really this type of person. I would say this is like grounds for like a lawsuit from somebody.
Dude,
'Cause
honestly,
it's pretty
it's point for freaking point.
It's pretty bad how, like, oh god, this
even
is,
the motivation of the monster
Yeah.
is the same.
I would just also, like, I don't know. I don't think it's wrong to have an imaginary friend monster that's just a psychopath. You don't need to, like, have this hour and 40-minute reason why he's angry and this. Just be like, I'm a imaginary friend that's
Honestly,
evil.
you had a simple thing. I would have made it so that the imaginary friends start becoming angry that their human counterparts forget them.
Yeah.
So that they revolt. Kind of like, what's the movie with, what's his name from Deal or No Deal?
Oh.
Howie Mandel, Bad Monsters.
Monsters Under the Bed. I know what you're talking about. If you're watching, put in the comments what movie it is.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's something Monsters.
Yeah,
it's going to bother
drive
me.
you crazy too.
Howie Mandel!
Monsters, closets,
Monsters Inc.
Yeah, I almost said Monsters.
No, but like if you did that.
I didn't think we would have a 9-minute review of this.
No, but
goddamn
like
movie.
if you did that,
Yeah.
like that's like make it so it's like goofy a little bit.
Yeah, they really. Oof, this was bad.
Bad Monsters. Monsters in the attic. Monsters under the
I feel like
closet.
it's a cute title now that I think about it. Yeah, so in comparison, Madam Web could win an Oscar compared to this movie.
Howie Mandel and the Monster Squad.
Alrighty.
Yeah, dude. No, I didn't see that bullshit Madam Web, but that looked like garbage too. So
No, it was pretty bad, but if you jump into the theater now and see it, it's a masterpiece. Alrighty, thanks for cringing.
Howie Mandel.
Goodbye. Little monsters? Small monsters?
Little Monster sounds. Brian, Joe, help.
Shit. Alrighty.
Howie Mandel.
Alright, bye-bye.
Thanks for cringing.